Welcome back to TFC Modcraft. All right. Well, here I am in the end, and no, it hasn't been completely destroyed. I just decided to head off in the distance for kind of a dramatic approach thing, have it spawn in a little bit at a time. And yeah, so I took some time and I went around to all these obsidian pillars, and I went and transformed them with the mercurial eye, to transform their surface layers into dirt. And as you can see, the taint has had its effect on that dirt. Because apparently obsidian is another material that is immune to the taint. It doesn't seem to have been affected by it at all. But yeah, things are very impressive here. The taint levels, 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, another 6,000, more 6,000s, and so on. Yeah. But over here, where the machine is, very impressive. Not only is it 11,000 taint, 0 vis. 0 vis in the air around right there in that particular chunk. Which means that these things, these vis condensers, are not using up crystals. Because there is no vis left in the air in this chunk to condense. None. It's all gone. Yeah. So the whole load is being carried by the machine here. We've got duplicator making diamonds. And I need to go ahead and turn this on. I had it turned off for a while because that chest was totally full. It got real low like this and was out of diamonds. Oh, well, there's a few diamonds in there now. Yeah. It got almost out. It got to the where it was using the ender pearls as fast as it could make them. And so on. And it ran out of diamonds. So I threw a few pieces of red matter into it. Boom. Thousands of ender pearls. Yeah. And so this thing here, I have had this thing filled completely to the top at least 3 times now. And yeah, that's been very impressive. I even went and turned the ender pearl system completely off. And that's part of why the this thing here started generating so much diamond. Is I turned everything off, and then I turned this one back on when I threw the red matter in there, and let it run off of that for a while. And I'm only just now turning the diamond flow back on. That'll keep it going for a good while. And things here in the end, well, let's just say it ain't never looked like this. In fact, he's even gotten rich enough now that I've gotten a few of those to spawn. There's a third one right there, and oh, wait a minute. I just saw, yeah. Anytime I see any of that moon cheese where the Endermen have been picking stuff up, I get out the mercurial eye and transform it to dirt. And yeah, so that maintains things going the way I want them to. And yeah, very, very impressive. And it's just spreading far and wide, and I'm quite certain it will continue to spread until all of the end. Every bit of it is covered in either dirt or, more likely, this purple stuff. The tainted land, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And on the other hand, I have seen 0 ill effects on the Endermen themselves. You know, it's like this guy here. He's just going about his thing. And yeah, the taint doesn't seem to affect them at all. but their beloved Moon Cheese Island is, well, it's not quite as cheesy as they would like. Yeah, and every once in a while, one of them will, I'll get a look at one of them in the wrong way, and he'll get all PO'd and bent out of shape, and to the point where he's totally stupid, and I just lead him off to the end. There he goes. No problems. But I gotta say, this is kind of what I wanted to achieve when I started this series. I wanted to completely putrefy the end. This is the putrefaction of the end. It has been totally putrefied. And I can only think really of one seriously appropriate thing to do as a parting shot. And so with that in mind, how about I figure out where the thing is and take a trip back to the overworld for one more parting shot on the Enderman. And no, I don't care about the egg. Ah, yes. Haven't been back here in a while. Okay, let's see. Yes, here we are. The Evertide Amulet. Okay, I'll need 3 dark matter and 6 buckets of water. Okay. Alright. That should do it. So, 3 dark matter, 6 buckets of water will get me an Evertide Amulet, and I think why did I do that? I think an Evertide Amulet is actually a most appropriate thing to use with the Enderman. Okay, just get rid of these things. I will go ahead and keep one on me because that's always a good idea regardless. Alright, well, Evertide Amulet. As you can probably guess, let's see. It lets you place source blocks. Yeah. And if you charge it up, it lets you place bigger patches of source blocks. And if you charge it up all the way, it makes pretty good sized blocks, source blocks of water. Yeah. Okay, now I am going to head back to the end portal, and we're going to set up the Enderman with one final parting gift. Alright, here we go. Back into the end. Well, let's see. I don't want them feeling comfortable there either. So, yeah. It comes down to, what do you do when you don't want Endermen in the area? Well, they won't teleport into water. And they won't spawn in water. And so, Water is the answer. Water is the final gift to the Enderman. Beautiful. They're going to love this. So what I figured to do is to go throughout the end Why it shot out like that, that's weird. Okay, but to just head out through the entirety of the end. Oh, I was in the water. Yeah. And basically cover the entire surface of the end in water. All of it. So that there is actually 0 places where the Enderman could spawn or teleport to. Yeah. Because they love water so much. I figure providing them with an eternal beach would be a great idea. Yeah. So, I'm going to spend the next few minutes with this. And I'm going to completely cover the end with water. Well, Enderman there had him one little place to stand, and he just couldn't stay put. He had to walk off, and oh well. Okay, now this whole watering of the end was not without consequences, because I started watering the platform because obviously they came up here, but I got kind of careless, and one of these was destroyed because water apparently destroys them, and my levers got knocked off. Yeah. Still got plenty of diamond and plenty of emerald, or ender pearl, whatever those are. Yeah. And of course, throwing down blocks to keep the water away, they turned. And I discovered, interestingly enough, that, well, I put down some glowstone, and I didn't know this, but glowstone will convert as well. Yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, the end has been thoroughly watered. Now, not 100%. There are places, like on the edge right there, there's that little platform. And over there, there's another little platform. And in various and sundry little places like over there and whatnot, you see little platforms under there where there is still a few dry places to stand. But I think the Ender Twits know, or should know, when they've been beaten. And I don't know, maybe they don't, because this guy was dumb enough to walk into the water trying to do something. I don't know what, but now he's gone. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the end. It has become a most inhospitable place. And the taint, by the way, continues to spread, because it spreads underwater. Water doesn't stop it one little bit. Yeah. So I definitely think this is an awesome conclusion to the matter of the Enderman. And as you may possibly have guessed, this is also the conclusion of this series. I have achieved the goal that I wanted to do, which was by the use of Thaumcraft to make the end completely inhospitable, to completely and totally putrefy the place. And it is so far on the way to that I don't think there's any question of total putrefaction. And so I'm going to call it objective achieved. Because at this point, there is nothing left to do but a few hours of, well, a few more hours of keeping that thing going. It's already run for about 6 or 8 hours today. And you see what it's done. And maybe going through and patching up a few dry spaces. You know, there couldn't be more than 200 or 300 dry spaces left on the in the entire place. And oh, wait a minute, there was one more. There is one more parting shot. I do believe I have it in here. And let's throw some of that in there. Get it out of the way. Get that out of the way. That is these guys. Bottles of concentrated taint. I made up 64 of these things. Let's see if these have an effect on the Enderman. Apparently it just makes them mad, and that's mostly because I looked at them. Okay, well, yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, the complete putrefaction of the end. Now, this is not necessarily, by the way, the end of retro modded Minecraft, because coming up soon will be a return to FTB insanity. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.